Hello everybody, this is T295 here, and welcome to The Advisor, Episode 1, Royal Pain. Food supplies, nourishment, all important aspects of building and maintaining a strong army and keeping the moral of the people tending upwards. Let's see how resourceful you are and how quickly a problem solver you may be. Are you confident in your ability to determine which foods would be best to benefit the marching army? Yes. I'm sure I could figure it out relatively easily. My mother always made me eat my vegetables. Would you consider yourself to be a healthy individual? Healthy, yeah. Of course, at least healthier than Guardsman Taylor, wouldn't you agree? Would you consider yourself to be a good cook? Yes. I tend to do all my cooking myself. I don't trust others with my food. Are you able to follow directions for recipes easily? Yes. I do come across someone who struggles with reading. Of course I am able. Oh, do I come across as someone struggling? Okay. Yeah. Are you good at making up your own cooking recipes? Yeah? I am unbelievably creative, I assure you. Have you ever fantasized about being a cooking thing? No. I can't say I have, but I wouldn't be opposed to setting things on fire. Do you feel like you have what it takes to win a cooking competition? Nay. I'm a man of many talents, though that may not be one of I'm confident in. Are you able to identify and determine whether or not a wild growing fruit or vegetable is edible or toxic? Yeah. If you eat it and live, it's probably alright, so yes. If you were in the wilderness and you had to forage to survive, do you believe that you would make it 3 months without any aid from others? If I had stuff to with me to start off, so yes. I've been surviving on my own for nearly my entire life. I've never needed the aid of others. Do you consider yourself to be a capable hunter? If I had the weapons, yes. An apex hunter, yes. Do you prefer to eat meat over vegetables? Yes. Unavailable, of course. Are you confident in your ability to make a and fill meals with minimal ingredients? Yeah? You'd be amazed at what I can conjure when I put my mind to it. Do you think it's important to train the troops to be able to forage for themselves in dire situations? Yes. A soldier can take care of themselves. Is a soldier worth keeping? If a soldier can... Do you feel like what nature and nutrient is among the top priority? Acquiring nutrients. Yes, because you need the energy and shit and stuff. So yes. And marching, an army marches on its stomach before it marches on its feet. Do you think that soldiers should get a choice in the food they eat? As long as it's healthy and provides nutrients and energy. In olden times, you didn't really have a choice. So, I guess. I think offering a choice would drastically boost morale. Do you think it's ever acceptable to drink water from a still pool? No. Do you want dysentery? Because that's how you get dysentery. If your strongest soldier was hungry, would you give up your own food rations to fill their belly? Yes. If it meant an increased chance of victory, surely. If there was only enough water to quench one soldier's thirst, would you have two soldiers fight to determine who gets water? No, you split it. If we're short on water, soldiers fighting amongst themselves is the last thing we need. Do you believe that food is more important than water when preparing for battle? No, because you need to stay hydrated. Of course not. Water is the most utmost importance, always. Do you think that you'd be good at maintaining all the food and water intake of a marching army? I think I'd be good at maintaining pretty much any task given, yes. Do you think it's more beneficial for an army to fight a battle on a full stomach than an empty? Full stomach, baby. Fighting on a full stomach, of course. We need our army full of energy for the battle ready. Do you think it is better skill to teach your troops foraging or hunting? Hunting. A soldier who can hunt is thus far better off. Which do you think is a better skill to treat your troops, gathering food or purifying water? Both is good. You need water. Purifying water is a skill that always comes in handy. Would you rather feed your troops a diet consisting of 90% meat and 10% vegetables, or 10 meat, baby? Wow. Meat. A diet consisting mostly of meat probably provides more sustenance. Would you rather have your troops resort to cannibalism in order to survive, Oh my god, or fight on an empty stomach. Oh my god. Resorting to cannibalism will drastically reduce morals. It would be better to fight on an empty stomach. Would you rather your troops fight a battle high on wind, wild forest mushrooms, or drunk on ale? Neither. But I think ale. Even the finest ale the kingdom has to offer is still weak as piss water. So I wouldn't really be concerned about having any advanced effects on their performance. Jesus Christ. Would you rather? This is like a would you rather game? What the fuck? Would you rather give extra rations to your strongest warriors or your weakest? Probably the weakest, because the weakest can go out and scavenge for. A chain is only as strong as the weakest link. Would you... Come on, stop with the would you rathers. Would you rather give food rations as a reward or take away food rations as punishment? Give rations. You would never want to take rations away. Never. Because you want your army to be at top peak always. Rewarding soldiers with extra food is always a great moral booster. If your troops are dying of thirst, would you rather they have tainted water or no water at all? I mean, they're dying of thirst, so it would have to be the tainted water, because either way, well, because they're dying of thirst, and if they don't have any water, they're gonna die either way. Basically, is what they're saying, is they're gonna die either way. Either them die of thirst or die of dysentery. So, yeah, but dysentery is contagious. Tainted water will lead to far greater problems. We have to find an alternative. If rations become scarce, would you rather starve yourself, reducing your mental clarity and tactical powers? That is not how you spell powers. Or starve one of your soldiers, weakening them for battle? Starve myself, of course. I do not require much to eat. I dealt with starvation on plenty of occasions, and my mental clarity has never faltered. If you could feed your troops food. I'm stopping with the voices right now. If you could feed your troops food that increases their strength and endurance substantially, or different food that increases their agility and precision, which would you rather choose? strength and endurance, or agility and precision? Since it's back in the olden days and you guys don't have guns, probably strength and endurance. Strength and endurance is the most prominent of importance. Would you rather feed your troops food that makes them 10 times smarter or 10 times stronger? Smarter. Brains beats brawns any day. Would you rather feed your troops that gives them the mass burst of energy for 10 minutes, or you steady energy for 30 minutes? A steady amount of energy, prolonged. Slow and steady winds are a sore, so I've had. If you were to capture enemy troops, would you rather feed them rations and keep them alive, or starve them to death? I'm sure we can turn foe into friend with enough food. If you ran out of rations and had to resort to killing and cooking prisoners of war to sustain your troops, would you tell them or keep them a secret? Oh no! Oh no! Keep it a secret. Just keep it a secret. What they don't know won't hurt them. Just tell them it's a foreign meat. We just got a shipment of foreign meat here. Here you go. Your troops have been marching for many days and your rations are nearly depleted. Wildlife in the area has been scarce in your travels, but there's a peaceful village not far off in the horizons. What do you do? Send my men hunting and hope for the best. Ask the village if they wouldn't mind sparing food. Invade the village and take the food. Continue marching on. Ask. Always ask. I can be persuasive with villagers. You've captured an enemy soldier who claims to be the best chef in all the land. He says that if you spare his life, he will cook meals for your troops that are more nourishing and will go farther than what they currently are eating. What do you do? Execute the chef. One less mouth to feed. Let the chef. Why do I keep on saying chief? Chef go. I don't trust him. Let the chef cook for my army, or continue to hold the chef prisoner. Honestly, if I had another prisoner, right? And the prisoner's chef didn't know about it, I would use that other prisoner as a guinea pig to try out all of the chef's food that he would potentially be feeding my soldiers. And if that one prisoner dies, then I would execute the chef. That's what I would do. But that's just me. We'll have to treat him like the rest of the prisoners. We decide to keep, regardless of his job title. You've come across a potential bountiful harvest of unknown mushrooms that could be added to your food supply. You're in a foreign land and you've never seen this type of mushroom before. But an old man passes by claiming the mushrooms are good to eat. What do? Force the old man to eat a mushroom. There you go. Have one of your soldiers eat the mushrooms. Just one. I'm sure we can find a volunteer amongst our troops. You're running low on funds for food rations, and you need to choose which food to cut back on. You must cut back 10% on one of your 4 categories. Which you choose? Meat, vegetables, water, or grains? Probably grains. Yeah, probably grains because you need meat and vegetables. A little less grain won't hurt us much. Your troops are starving and there's a big battle on the horizon. One more night's sleep and your men will be off to the war to decide your fate. The fate of your kingdom. You have a few dozen prisoners from the opposite armies being held captive. Your chef thinks it might be a good idea to resort to cannibalism. What do? Force the prisoners to hunt food for your men. Secretly feed the prisoners to your men. Openly feed prisoners to your men. Fight the battle on empty stomachs. Well, they would run away if they hunt for you. So, well, with all that useful meat sitting there, why would we not take advantage of that situation? A small fort rests just over the mountains, about a half day's travel away. You have good intel that the fort contains a bountiful amount of food. If you were to overtake that fort, would you be able to stay long? You wouldn't be able to stay long. You must continue your march. You would only be able to take 20% of the food with you. On top of that, your men don't really need the extra food. What do? Leave the fort alone and march on. Attack the fort and burn all the food. Attack the fort and take 20% of the food. Attack the fort but leave the food untouched. Take the food because you never know when you'll run out. We can take 20% of the food with us and save the rest for the trip back. Your horses have grown ill from bad weather in foreign lands, and you have a feeling that they're going to start dropping like flies in the next day or so. What do? Put the horses down and bury them. Put the horses down and harvest them. Well, if they're ill, you don't want to eat them. Freaking idiot. Continue on riding your horses until they drop. Sell your horses to a very man. Yeah. If we sell all horses for rations, we can let them be someone else's problem and solve ourselves and save ourselves time, energy, and effort. Very good. I will be taking note of all your answers you've given. Well, I would surely hope so. Now, how about we develop into the world of divine blessings, magic, and curses? Now you're talking my language, sweetheart. We'll see if you know as much as you let on. Jesus Christ, is there a save point anywhere? Do you believe that magic has potential to solve all problems? Yes. Do you even know with whom you're speaking, King? Of course. Do you believe the power of divinity? You mean the power, you mean some form of higher power? I'm sure I'd love to meet with it one day. Have you ever said a prayer? Once. Would you regret casting a spell on your enemies? No. Once in a while, I do sometimes regret. Would you consider yourself to be superstitious? Superstitious. Yes, you would be too good if you knew what's good for you. Have you ever been cursed or felt like you were cursed? No. Curses only affect the weak-minded. I am far from that. Do you think that evil magic exists? Yes. Oh, I know it exists. If you were the most powerful magician in the world, would you choose to rule it? What do you mean, if? Regardless of your silly questions, the answer is yes, and I plan to. If you could cast a curse on an entire group of people, would you do it? I mean, if it's my enemies, yes. Curses are something that takes great length of no patience for such art. Do you believe that what goes around comes around? Of course I do. Never I mind you of the mess I made in your cell. Need I remind you of the mess I made in your cell? Have you ever wished ill upon your enemies? Yes, quite frequently. Do you believe that everyone has their demons? Yes, of course. Some are just darker than others. Have you ever wished your enemies well? Yes. Of course I wish my enemies well. Well done with some nice grilled marks. Have you ever wished ill upon your loved ones? Of course not. What makes you think I have loved ones? Have you ever wished ill upon yourself? Sometimes. Well, considering I'm standing here answering all of your mind-numbing, soul-crushing, pain-inducing questions, I say I must be a glutton for punishment. You had a spell that could turn back time when you use it. Have I? Would I? I have. And would I would again. If you had a spell that could blink you into the future, would you use it? Perhaps, even if only for a few minutes. Would you ever use your magic to make a living? Probably not. With magic on my side, I don't need to make a living. Do you believe that magic has its limits? It's like it wouldn't let me go down for a little bit. Limits are what fools and cowards use as excuses to excuse themselves from destiny and failure. Would you rather be able to bless others or curse them? Bless. While I can do both, I think I prefer to bless others if those are my only options. Would you rather be blessed with luck or intelligence? Luck. Come now, luck, obviously. If I were more intelligent, I might be dangerous. Got that. Ouch. Would you rather be guarded by an angel or protected by a demon? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. No matter what way you cut it, the results may remain the same. I wouldn't need either of them to assist me. But if I had to choose, I suppose I'd pick the demon. At least I knew I'd be in good company. Wouldn't you rather be able to read minds or talk to the dead? I'm afraid what minds would be read. I can't talk. Probably talk to the dead. No. Yes. No. Maybe. La la la. Those secrets. Would you rather be able to teleport someone beside you to a location far away once per day, or teleport yourself once per month? Others. Yeah. Would you rather be able to heal wounds or cast severe magical harm? Heal wounds, of course. I can already cause severe magical harm, so healing wounds would be nice. would be a nice bonus. Would you rather have the power to give someone life or instantly take someone's life? Well, it would basically be bringing somebody back from the dead or instantly killing someone. In war, we take. Sorry. Would you rather give 1% of your own life to cast spells or 5% of someone else's life? Ooh. I'm being a little selfish here. 5% of someone else's life. I'd cast some spells 20 times over. Jesus Christ, dude. Would you rather reign over a demonic kingdom or serve in an angelic palace? It's more fun! I can't say it, but I'm gonna do it. They say it's better to rule in hell than serve in heaven. It's more fun too. I'm sorry. If you had to choose between bringing a pet back to life or a person back to life. Pet. Jetco. Oh. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, comment down below anything in general, and this is TT95 signing off. Bye, guys.